Well, hello there, beautiful people. This is Christine, your DIY craftaholic. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if you are new, welcome to you as well. This video is a part of the third Thursday Thrift Flip, and we have a lot to do, so let's jump right in. Our first project, I'm starting with this frame. As you saw, I got 3 of them from the thrift store for $2 each. And then I went on Etsy because I did a class on Skillshare a few weeks ago and learned how to turn simple squigglies into beautiful art pieces. So here we go. And look at the price for this one. Abstract art painting. This is $100.50. Now this is a little bigger than what I'll be making, but just the inspiration of how simple these wall arts are. And it doesn't take an artist with great skills, just squiggly lines, frame it, and you have for your home a beautiful wall art. Now let's get into this one. Now I took one of the picture frame and I'm wiping that down real good with a baby wipe. And then I remove the back piece. And it has some holes. Like it had those little stands that you can stand them up to. You can also hang on the wall. So apparently they removed those and left the holes in it. So I'm just filling those holes with some hot glue. And then I went over the spots with some black paint. And then dried that. And that part is not going to show, so it wasn't that so much of a problem. Now I took some cardstock from Dollar Tree and I cut that down 7 inches by 9 inches to fit in the space. You want to make sure that you have it properly lined up. And then I took the pencil and just lightly traced out the area because my squiggly lines, I don't want them to go beyond that space. And then I took the furniture marker, and this just go according to how you're led. Just draw some squiggly lines however you feel like drawing them freehand, and that is what I'm doing. Just make sure to stay within the lines that you drew. And for this one I'm just using the marker to just give it like a little 3D effect. You don't have to do this. This is optional. You can just leave yours as is. And then I took some beads of hot glue to hold the cardstock in place. Put that back in the frame, closed it up, and this is done. Now look at that, guys, how easy that was. Now for the second one, I did the same thing, cut out the cardstock 7 inches by 9 inches. And here I was trying to decide whether I needed to use a gold marker. But then I decided to go ahead, use the black furniture marker. As you saw, or as you can see, this one is a little different. And then for the spaces, I just colored those in with the gold marker. And then to give a little bit more interest, I drew some leaves. And this one is also done. Now I'm going to set that aside because I wanted to do something different with this frame. And this is gold leaf that I got from Temu. I will leave a link for that in the description box below, so if you are interested. Now I'm going to use some Mod Podge to put that down, and then I'm using a little tweezer to put the gold leaf on. This is very delicate, so you have to be careful how you hold it. And I went right around the frame with that. And when you're done applying your gold leaf, you're going to just go over that with some Mod Podge. Be very gentle because you don't want to pull up your leaf. And once you've gone all around with the Mod Podge, you can dry that with heat. Here I am using the heat gun, or you can just set that aside to dry naturally. And then you're going to clean your glass. Put that back in, put your border in, and then like you see I did for the first one, apply beads of hot glue to that and then put your cardstock over. Make sure you're lining that up properly. Apply your back, and this one is also done. And I made 3 of them, 2 black borders and 1 gold, as you see. Now this is the 3rd Thursday Thrift Flipped, my first time on this playlist, and this is hosted by Elizabeth from Rustic Chicks Design, Tammy from the Rusted Willow, and our guest host is Mary Beth from MB Gray Designs. I will leave links to these ladies' channel in the description box below, so guys, make sure to check them out. They are so talented, and these are Thrift Flips queens if you want to say. All right, so let's move on to my second thrift flip. Now I got these 4 small photo frames, and this was not on this thrift haul. I got these before and had them, sat them down for a little bit, and then I decided to use them. So I removed the back, removed the inside, and then I took the sanding block and I'm sanding off the sheen to get it very smooth. And this is how I am going to assemble them. I'm using them to make a candle holder, and you'll see that in the end. So I'm using the Fix It All glue from Dollar Tree. This is a longer lasting glue with a little of the hot glue for instant hold. And guys, I must tell you, this gave me a little challenge in terms of trying to get them to stick together in the beginning. I eventually had to use a rubber band or 2 to keep them in place. And you don't want to make the hot glue touch the Fix It All glue because they're not going to bond. The hot glue is just to keep them in place long enough while I get them all together. And then to speed that up a little, I use some heat. And then to cover those openings, I'm going in with some caulking. I use the caulking to cover the cracks or the openings, making sure I keep my rubber band there because it will fall apart. Trust me, it will. And then to speed that up, I'm using the heat gun again to just dry that quickly. And then I went in with the sanding block to just sand it down. Now these are craft sticks. I'm just cutting off the tips. I'm using those to cover where I have the caulking. And then I took some gray, elephant gray, painted that, and now it's all done. I did not paint the base because I'm going to be using this wood plank, also from Dollar Tree. And I took the sanding block and sanded those down as well as the craft sticks. This is a paint, Apple Barrel Tuscan Red, very pigmented, but I decided this is the color that I wanted. So I painted the plank, painted the craft sticks, just one side. And then I took the frame, placed it over the plank, traced out the inside, and then I'm going to paint that part. And then I took a small paintbrush and painted just like maybe about 1/4 of an inch on the edges. These are 4 small wooden cubes. I wanted them to be black. If you are new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm so happy you joined me today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget, dupes, look for less, and some occasional thrift flips. If you love budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell. Hit it again and select all so YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. And now that's done, I'm going to use the Fix It All glue. Now guys, you can use any instant glue you have. I'm just using this because that's what I had on hand at the time. I did not use the wood glue because wood glue and the plastic, I wasn't sure that's going to hold properly. So I put the Fix It All glue down, then some hot glue, lots of it. And then fix that on there. And then I turned it on the side, and here I'm just gluing on the craft sticks and use a lot of hot glue again. And I did that for all 4 sides. Guys, I did not remember that I needed to put the glass back into the frames before I glue them together. So that's my snafu. So here I'm just trying to do that. I'm cleaning them with the baby wipe, and then I cut down pieces of the foam. And adding the foam is just to elevate the place that I needed to glue, because the little square inside the frame was elevated, so the glass would be resting on that, and then there would be nothing glued where I could hold it down. So that is what the foam is for. And I glued them in, and as you can see, it was a little difficult because of the hot glue gun, but I managed to get them done. I glued in all 4 glasses. And here I'm adding the tip of the craft sticks. I painted those, and I'm using that to cover where the openings are. And then I took some red paint and just covered the glue section, and this is done. Now for the final reveal. Here is our 4-frame candle holder. Let me know, guys, what you think about these thrift flips in the comment section down below. I absolutely love how all of these turned out, but you let me know which one is your favorite. And like I said, this is inspiration as to show you just how you can take simple frames from your thrift store and turn them into beautiful wall arts or wall pieces. Don't forget the host channels in the description box below, as well as the playlist. I will leave those linked below, as well as in my comment section directly under the video for easy access. And if you love budget-friendly content like these and you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so before you leave. For more budget-friendly DIY inspiration, I suggest this video right here. And to binge watch even more, check out this playlist right here. Stay safe until my next one. Bye.